today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. It's the Tennessee Titans taking on the New England Patriots.
Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So here are the Patriots now in excellent field position to start things out. And they will be run out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
It's first and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Ed Oliver forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A very costly sack there on third and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on fourth.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Kenny Clark. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Allen going to throw. Just keep under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man, Thornton. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. They'll look to throw again. Here's Toney on the quick slant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Ed Oliver. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down.
45. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Now Allen. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
45, Mike, 45.
Now they try the right side here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs and here a loss of yardage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Allen. And that's complete to Cooks. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Allen now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Clark, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
45's the mic.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Allen.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
This will be caught at about the 5. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Hey.
To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That's complete to Tony. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor, and he'll get nothing out of that one. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
11 yards for number 11.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
11 yards for number 11.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Back to throw again. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. He'll look to throw, and that will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Single, slot.
To throw, it's Allen. Check down, complete to Haskins. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Allen to throw once more. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the New York Giants matching up with the Detroit Lions. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. For the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Throw finding Thornton over the middle. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. They'll set up to throw. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second down and 4.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Throwing now is Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down. 45.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
Here we go, D. Hey,
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
I'm coming for you, son. 45's the mic.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second down at 4. Allen, he'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 4.
45. Mike, 45.
Allen now looks to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
All day, defense, all day.
Allen. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And they'll run again. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away now from moving out in front. But just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Lions.
Get in the way. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Defense wins championships, baby. He's judging.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
94 is the mark. 94.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 2nd and 4. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in this AFC title game.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they'd been down there. They'd been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
They'll look to throw. Escape, and he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Strip that ball.
Hey, check back 44.
Allen gonna throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check. 45 is the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take it.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
45's the mic. Hey, let's get this.
On play action, Allen. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Check, 45 the mic. Here we go. 45, 45, the mic.
Haskins now on first and 10. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second down, and they go back to Haskins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Titans on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead is cut to 2 now. It's 15-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
We got 4.
They'll try to run this one in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Push him back. Push him back.
Hey, check my 45.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal.
45, 45, 45.
Back to throw. Allen.
That's trash.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Brandon Cooks from 3 yards out. And the Titans have taken the lead here now in the fourth quarter of this championship game. So quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
Well, this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a Tennessee score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. New England's offense set to go. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. No chance.
They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. He's back to throw.
That's it. Big hit.
Out left and complete to Thornton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. That'll be caught by Cup. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Yeah. You don't want none.
Back to throw. And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
45's the mic. Let's put him on.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Check, 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 check.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Check Mike 45. I'm scared.
Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's the NFC Championship game. As we'll see Jalen Hurts and the Detroit Lions versus Justin Herbert and the New York Giants.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because
one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
it hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
And the Giants send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Crawford.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Hey.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts, complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jalen Hurts
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Lions have struck first in this NFC title game.
Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 9-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, it's Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Herbert now. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people put pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And in for the Lions touchdown. George Kittle, 66 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes a field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Barkley inside handoff. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Here's Herbert. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Up the middle with Barkley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Complete. It's Johnson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Here's a give to Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Herbert. This is caught. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one.
We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hurts.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. 2nd down and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman, a 9-yard touchdown grab as they have taken the lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
McPherson on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And possession switching back to the New York Giants. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But
Remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Herbert back to the air. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To the air again, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Tennessee Titans who are heading to the Super Bowl for just the 2nd time ever as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
But first down, Hurts. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Steps away. He finds his man, complete. That's Ramirez.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert.
Returning right back to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, Herbert. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert.
Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Sanders' kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So out now come the Lions.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll look to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Let's go now. 1918.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
Mike 14. All day, baby, all day. 14's the mic. 14's the mic.
Let's go.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Gets around him. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Crawford. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw here. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Crawford. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now back to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. They'll look to throw again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jalen Hurts, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the counter, here's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively. And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
65. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Aaron Jones, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Herbert on first down now. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Herbert throwing again.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. He gets this one to Johnson.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert now. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.